talk to your boss on a different level than the PC of office politics and everything else, I think it's a bonus.
This is the point. One of the messages in the study is most people are over-managed or over-bossed and under-led. And that's the problem here.
Bingo.
And there's around 5 million managers in the UK, and less than half have had any type of training. So there's a skills gap as well.
That is fantastic. I like that quote. I love that because, no, I mean, it's true, isn't it? It doesn't matter how big or how small your business is. I have seen people in positions that, well, I think you've just
let go.
You've answered all the questions for us anyway, and without even saying it. But I've also seen in very small businesses, and I've thought, do you know, why do I like this place? Why? You know, it could have been a pub, a club, restaurant, whatever. And you think this place has just got it, and you can't put your finger on it. And then you look at the guy or the woman who's in charge, and one of the restaurants I went to was a woman who owned it. It just felt like your own house, you know, and all that was to do with the staff. The staff were comfortable. They were comfortable with her. They were comfortable with you, and it felt fantastic. And you go to another restaurant, and you feel like you're on trial.
And usually that's probably because the boss is being too bossy.
Yeah,
we need to go. I call it go from boss to unboss. But everybody actually feels that they've got ownership. They've got a stake. They're respected. And that way, you see everybody thriving. And I mean, for me, that's what it's all about. The question I want everyone to think about is, how alive do we want to feel at work?
Yeah.
We shouldn't be just sleepwalking.
I've got to ask you one big question because because you're a very intelligent man, and we're not. And also, I'm going to ask you this because people listening now will be thinking, you know, I've got a business and I've got to work really hard now because after lockdown, I want to get it right.
Yes.
It's my only chance. If you could just say to any boss now, male, female, anyone at all, no matter how small, how big, what advice would you give someone to go back to work now when people are coming back from the pandemic? They're going back in the office, maybe going back in the shop, the restaurant, the pub. What advice would you give them to do and how to manage nowadays?
There's 3 big buckets for them to focus on. Number one is they want connection. People want connection. We're disconnected. We've got Zoom fatigue. We've got burnout. So we want connection. We want a sense of community. We want to feel part of something. That's number one. Number 2, people want a sense that they're going somewhere, a sense of purpose. That's a real energizer. And then finally, number 3, people want to feel that they're respected, they're listened to, and their impact makes a difference. And if you can do that, you release pride, energy, and well-being. And that's what it's all about.
Okay, brilliant. Final word to you. Famous David Brent moment. Everyone has